we're going to see 198k, 192k, ooh, and then another bang, bang, 159k. My boy Blade, yes sir. How is everybody doing today? And in this video, we are going to be showcasing a team that quite literally has no point in being on the first side of MOC. And with all that's been happening in the community right now, zero cycle this, zero cycle that, how about playing a team that's actually fun to you? And for me personally, as a lot of you may know from a lot of my older showcases, I absolutely love Blade. He's by far one of my favorite characters in the game for sure. I am still working on to this day, ever since he came out, to make him even better than he is the previous day, and it's upgrades little by little. Currently he is at 75 184, and today we're going to be taking him on a team with the brand new support, which is Sparkle, of course. And Sparkle is going to help a bit when it comes to having Blade on the team, specifically for the crit damage that he gets on the skill, and then he gets to carry it over into his follow-up attack, which makes it do a massive amount of damage. And when we have ruan as well, helping us with the penetration, the damage boost, all that type of stuff. And then one of my favorite supports in the game, because she's still unique in her own right, which is Lynx. Lynx is the only character at the current moment who can increase aggro for a character, and this is only for destruction and preservation characters. I cannot wait for them to make a 5-star version so that I can pair it up with Blade, which is my favorite character in the game. And we're going to be taking it today into MOC 12 on the first half with Blade. Am I looking for a zero cycle? 0% chance. That is not what I'm looking for. I'm playing on a side that has no win weakness for the most part, and there's a reason why. The reason I'm doing this is not only just to show how strong Blade is still, even with some of the better, I guess you could say, characters that are in the game, but just a fun video to play with the character I really enjoy. And this team right here honestly brings out a lot out of Blade, which I'm very happy that this is the case. So today we're going to be showcasing off Blade because he hasn't seen a lot of love besides the Bronya Sparkle pairing, which I'm not going to be doing all that. That's a lot of speed tuning that makes me need to grind for more relics. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing all that. So what we're going to do today is just play with the fun, relatable Blade and a fun, relatable team. No triple supports. I'm not with that. I think Lynx is fun enough with being able to direct taunt onto Blade and lets him do a bunch of follow-up attacks. That's cool to me, in my honest opinion. So I'm going to leave it at that. We're going to go ahead and use our normal tech in the middle to get the most damage out of everyone. 82k, honestly, from a basic, and your 3 skill point free for 3 turns. Ooh, that's amazing. We're going to go ahead and give Blade the taunt, and we're going to keep reapplying it because we do have Sparkle. We can just absolutely spam it. Now, we're going to go ahead and hit this TV. We're going to make sure to pop our ult just in case the TV man wants to give anyone, hopefully not ruan, the ult. We're going to go ahead and pop it. Oh, yo, we get Blade. Hold up. Okay, you know what? That's actually really good. Because now what we can do is we can throw in the... Okay, question. Did he debuff Blade? Because if he debuffed Blade on his damage dealt, then that can make it to where I need to go ahead. And it doesn't look like he debuffed him. I think Lynx took care of that, which is absolutely amazing. So what we're going to do is we're going to be giving Blade the boost from Sparkle, then using Sparkle's buff. After using Sparkle's buff, we're now going to be doing 3 attacks all at once, which is going to be very exciting to see, which is going to be his ultimate, his follow-up attack, and then his basic, which is going to be a nasty amount of damage. Let's see how much we could pop out with these 3 going all at the same time. And we're going to see 198k, 192k, ooh, and then another bang, bang, 159k. My boy Blade, yes sir. I love, bro, listen, nothing's better in this game, and I mean nothing, is playing the character that you personally enjoy with the team you like. And this team right here is by far one of my absolute favorites. Playing with not only the brand new character, making Blade hit a little bit higher than what he usually would be, and then carrying on to his follow-up attack, he gets to keep that boost that Bronya wouldn't give him, and then ruan adding on to it, and then Lynx making him be the tank for the team, taking the most damage, which you don't really have to worry for. Same thing with Lynx. She's just such a good healer. Her skill gives a lot of healing over time for something like Blade, where he doesn't want to... He can take the damage in, but you want to make sure he doesn't die from it. And the same thing that goes for Lynx. Her ult is team-wide. You barely ever have to use it. And when you do use it, it cleanses the whole field. If you have Lynx and you haven't built her, because you do get her free from Pure Fiction, she's an absolutely amazing character. Don't let people say that 5-star sustains are the only thing you need. 100% Lynx is 100% viable. I've always been using her for the most part when I use Blade or when I use certain other teams, because Lynx is just a fun character. Specifically, hopefully we get more characters that want to get hit or that want the aggro on them for the most part, because Lynx is just such a cool unit. If they ever bring that to a 5-star, I cannot wait to make a Blade video for it. So we're going to go ahead, boom, boom, 73k. There's not any other units on the side, so we can expect a little bit lower of the hits. They're going to go ahead and give that taunt to Blade again, and then up Ruan's skill. We are literally 1% away from ult. That's kind of crazy. And we should be able to KO with Blade coming into this. Wait, bam, bam. There you go. That is that one kill. And now we're going into the next phase with Gepard and this dude. No wind weakness at all, and we have no Silver Wolf either to give us the wind weakness. So now we're going to go ahead and do a Ruan ult so that we can get the damage up there already started. And then after we get the Ruan ult, we have the Sparkle skill into Blade. And we're going to see Blade do the same thing we said before. Ult, follow up, basic. Now we're going to go ahead and give the buff to everyone, including Blade for the most part. And I actually want to see where is his damage right now. How much crit rate, crit damage does he have? 101 crit rate. Perfect. And 314 crit damage. Ooh, that is beautiful. All right, now it's time to do the cool stuff. We're going to go ahead and give ourselves not only a buff for hurting ourselves, but also we're going to be getting a proc of Sparkle's Cypher talent for using the skill point. So this is even going to give us a little bit more buffs. 129k just on the follow-up attack. Whew. That's beautiful, dude. I'm not going to lie. Let's go ahead and throw in that ultimate from Blade, hitting Gepard and the automaton for 143, and then going ahead. I might hit this guy to even out the damage that we're going to see later. So what I might do is hit this guy instead of Gepard so that we can spread it out between them. That way, when Blade does a follow-up attack, it has a higher chance to hit them both at the same time. And then going into this, let's do it a basic. Oh, I did on Gepard anyway. Let's go ahead and reapply the taunt on Blade, giving him a little bit more healing, because as you can see, he has 5k health, but he has a big chunk away from him. So let's go ahead and whittle this guy down a little bit. We're taking them hits with Blade. Perfect. We love to see it. We love to see it. There you go. Our follow-up. Bang. 130k follow-up. Let's go ahead and boost Blade up. And then we can normal attack. I think we can normal attack this guy on the left. I think that'd be the best case scenario. He's taking a big chunk from that. Let's go ahead and reapply the taunt again for Blade. And it's not really, we have to do it every time Blade comes up, because he comes up so little that Lynx's buff actually stays on a couple times. So you could make Lynx skill point positive if you wanted to. Mine's really fast, so I could do it. But why not just top him off, keep reapplying it so that we never have to worry about not applying it in the first place, so that I don't forget and then Blade doesn't take the aggro. So that's the main thing. And then let's go ahead and do a basic on this guy. Left. Why did you not target Blade though? Why did they not target Blade? That kind of went the best way possible and completely knocked that other dude out. Let's go ahead and boost up Blade, and now here we go again with the best possible situation. We're gonna go ahead and do a normal on Gepard and then hit him up with the ult, and that might be it for the count. That's 1, that's 2, and then we might even go into a 3. Yup, and then 3, and it's over. Ooh. Okay, 2 cycle clear with Blade without win, and no Silver Wolf. In my honest opinion, I'm very happy about that. I thoroughly enjoyed using Blade with Lynx, and I think this is just a super fun team. And for it to be a 2 cycle on a floor where only one enemy is win weak, no weakness, no having to deal with any character having to be, manipulated by Silver Wolf or anything like that, no massive defense reduction from Silver Wolf. We're using Sparkle and Ruan, which they are very strong, but we didn't bring a third support. We ended up bringing Lynx to help us with the aggro, to help us with the taunt. And honestly, I just think this is just a really fun team. If you have these 4 characters, one being absolutely free to play, Blade being very slept on, not really talked about a lot. I know a lot of people have been running him with Bronya Sparkle. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to try and build that out to try out Blade. I know that's one of his best teams now. Me personally, it is pretty cool seeing him go a billion times, and I 100% see why it would be fun. I would love to try it out. Just a lot of resources have to be built into that, and characters are coming out. characters are coming out. We got ACHERON, we got Aventurini. We got to try to prep them slightly ahead of time, if you know what I mean. But we're looking at using ruan, using Sparkle and Lynx. I did use Lynx with the, what is it called, Bailu light cone, but it doesn't really matter for this point. It's just to help out with the healing. I could have used any other light cone, it would have been fine. I know ruan and Sparkle's light cone were the big helpers for sure, helping them get a little bit more crit rate, a little bit more crit damage, also helping them out with the also allied damage. And then for Blade, we are rocking the signature light cone with 9996. I should level it up to 10 because, like I said, this is by far one of my favorite units in the game. And then for his relics, we are running Longevous and also Rudolin Arena. So with this, we are rocking a HP with crit rate, crit damage, attack with crit rate, crit damage, the crit damage chest, no crit rate. I kind of want to find a crit rate chest for the substats to make him out a little bit easier. I know he already had 101% crit rate when we were in battle, but I don't know. I think we should have some substats a little bit. And then we have HP boots. I don't really like speed boots on him just because I feel like when it is his turn, I want him to hit hard, and he usually has a character that advances towards him anyway, so it really doesn't matter. So for the most part, I love rocking HP boots ever since the start. And then we are rocking HP orb with crit rate and crit damage, and then the HP rope. Yes, it's a lot of HP, but in my honest opinion, I think running the full-on HP gear set is pretty beneficial to Blade. And when you get the wind orb, it's only a minute difference. It's not really the craziest amounts of difference. So having the extra HP you get, especially with him scaling off of HP and him being able to take more hits as he's waiting to follow-up attack and be the tank for your team, I think it's very beneficial that the pros for running triple HP outweighs the pros for rocking a wind damage orb. But that's just me personally. This is the way I love to run Blade. I think it's by far some of the funnest teams in the game right now. I definitely am going to be using this a lot more. As you can see, we, what was it, 2-cycled it, 3-cycled it? I have no idea. I already lost that in my memory, but we were able to beat it without wind weakness. He was brute forcing his way through it with 2 supports and also a lynx. So other than that, that's going to be it for this video. I enjoyed it. Just remember, Honkai Star Rail's a game. Try to have fun with the game, just like I did in this video, because I enjoy using Blade so much. He's one of my favorite characters for sure. So other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. See y'all in the next one, and peace.